YouTube. Okay, so I know y'all have noticed I've been a lot more consistent with posting videos lately. We love to see it. So today's video, I really wanted to do a video about this. Like, it literally just came to mind like a couple minutes ago, and I was like, I need to go ahead and strike while the iron is hot. So basically this video is about blogging. So I'm probably going to title this like, are you sure you want to be a blogger, or something like that. So I'm about to give y'all the ins and outs of blogging from my experience, and the experience is still fresh. I haven't been vlogging very long. I say I've probably been blogging for a little over 6 months. I wasn't really heavy into blogging until recently though, so I was doing it, but it was kind of like an occasional thing, and now I've gotten into it much heavier and much more consistently. Like, I blog several times a week now. So I kind of wanted to give you guys like an idea of what you're getting yourself into as a blogger. So for those of y'all who are not familiar with how Second Life blogging works, basically Second Life blogging is an exchange. You exchange pretty much your blogging services for free products. That can be a number of products. So there are stores who, it can really be anything from clothes to animations. Some bloggers are a little bit less common, like hair bloggers are less common. People generally pay for their hair. I currently do not blog any hair. I purchase all of my hair with my own coin, unfortunately. So if anybody's seeing this and you'd like to put me on, then so be it. But anyways, so just to kick the video off, I'm going to start by telling y'all the stores that I currently blog for. I currently blog for Rare Effects. This is very, very recent. I just started blogging for Rare Effects today, as a matter of fact. I blog for Courtside. Oh, also, just as like a little bit of a description of these stores. If you haven't heard of Rare Effects, they have poses and they have clothes. Courtside is almost exclusively shoes. It's a unisex store, but they don't really release women's clothes as much. They mostly do like unisex shoes, which is what I blog. I blog their shoes. And then I'm also a blogger for Galena. And I have several pending applications out there, so this list is continuing to grow surely, slowly but surely. So I will keep you guys updated in any future blogging videos I decide to do on what stores I'm blogging for. So right now, those three are it. I believe. Let me double check. But I'm almost, like, I'm 90% sure those are currently the only stores that I'm blogging for, which would be Rare Effects, Courtside, and Galena. Galena has like several products, but they mostly do clothes. They also do accessories, but mostly clothes for the most part, I'll say. So let me go ahead and get into the video. And I'm also gonna give you guys like some blogger starter kit type things. So let's just jump right on into it without further ado. So first thing I want to do is I am going to drop the landmark for a place called Sunny's Photo Studio. This is going to be a place that's really, really good for you guys to get acquainted with as far as taking your pictures. So as some of y'all may have noticed based on my tour, if you follow my Instagram, just based on like the Skybox tour I did, I do take a decent amount of my pictures at my house. Now, Sunny's Photo Studio is, to be very honest, it's for when I'm feeling lazy. It's for when I'm feeling lazy or I'm just lacking inspiration. Ooh. Had a little cough moment there. Okay. So this is when I am either lacking inspiration to take a picture, like I need to take a picture, or I'm in the mood to take a picture, I just don't know what kind of picture I want to take. I come here. So disclaimer, you do have to pay to do this. So it's not an ongoing thing. You just have to pay to be in their group. So it's a one-time fee. I believe it's like it's either 150 or 200 linden, somewhere in that range. And you pay to be in a group. and you come here. I will leave the landmark for you guys. I will put it in the description box. But you pay to join the group, and you guys are going to definitely want to make sure that you join the group before you drop down. You do have a little bit of time. They give you like a couple minutes, but if you don't join the group within that couple minutes and have your group tag on, that's another thing. You have to have your group tag on even after you've already joined the group, because you will be ejected. Also, something to keep in mind, I'm just going to res this one so you guys can see it. One thing I love about this place as well is that a lot of their backdrops include poses and props, which is why I said I come here when I'm feeling lazy, because sometimes you just don't feel like if you have to take a picture, if you need to blog something, you don't feel like resing everything out. It's just too much. It's just too much. You don't feel like trying to figure out all the props that you're going to need and resing stuff out and doing this, that, and the third. It's just too much. You don't feel like doing it. You just want to take the picture and be done with it. So this is great for that. I'm just going to do a couple poses so y'all can actually see. Like, you see how, and these are editable as well. Like, see, you can actually move them in case they're not in the proper places. I love this place for that reason. I really don't have too many complaints about it. This is pretty much my favorite place to take pictures. Backdrop City is also an option, but to be honest with y'all, I'm not even going to recommend Backdrop City. It's not that it's a bad place to take your pictures. There's this. So this is another thing about taking pictures here at Sunny. This is like the only thing. Their backdrops are usually not phantom. So in order to escape the backdrop once you're done taking the picture, you will oftentimes have to go to like cam over to the reser and just clear it. But I'm not gonna recommend Backdrop City just because everybody uses Backdrop City and it's usually crowded and laggy in my experience. Now, I could be wrong because I haven't been to Backdrop City in a minute, and I have gotten a gaming laptop since the last time I've been to Backdrop City. But yeah, I just recommend that y'all not. Like I said, not that it's a bad place, it's just often crowded and laggy. So a lot of times if you are wanting to take pictures there, you can run into the problem where like the backdrops that you want to take pictures with are already being used by somebody, and if y'all have taken pictures before, like if you know, it could take a minute. So you might be waiting on that backdrop from somebody for a good little second. So that's just one reason why I wouldn't personally recommend it. Not knocking it. I'm not giving it a bad rating or anything. I just would suggest you don't do it. But okay, this is one of my favorite places. Like I said, this is pretty much the only place nowadays I take pictures unless I'm on Elise's picture plat. So y'all who don't know Elise is also a blogger, and she's a close friend of mine. She is a part of the Baddie Bunch. If y'all haven't seen the Baddie Bunch, y'all need to tune in. We're releasing more episodes soon. And also as an Easter egg here, we do have a Baddie Bunch headquarters now, so I will be I'm pretty much just decorating it. I will give you guys a tour once it is complete, and hopefully we'll be releasing the next episode as soon as it's done. So on to the next thing about being a blogger. So things that you need to know about being a blogger. I'm just going to take y'all a couple places while I talk. A couple things about being a blogger. You will occasionally get burnt out. It's inevitable. Every blogger I know, which like most of my friend group at this point consists of bloggers. Elise is a blogger. Cass is blogging now. I think a couple of my other friends are blog. I'm not 100% sure, but I know a lot of bloggers, and I mean, as we've established in this video, I am a blogger as well. It's inevitable to get burned out at some point. Like you'll come to a point, or at least everybody I know, including myself, does come to a point where you get burnt out from blogging. Like you just have days where you really don't want to blog anything, but you kind of have to because you have deadlines and all this other stuff. That is another thing for you guys to be aware of. You do have deadlines when it comes to blogging. So yes, you do receive free products. Once you do receive these products, you will be given a deadline to blog them. So I'm just taking y'all to Mona real quick. Mona is one of the stores that I typically go to get my picture props. I did apply to be a blogger for Mona, but I have not heard back as of yet. I just recently applied. Like, it's only been like, I don't even think it's been 48 hours yet. It's probably been like a good 30. So that's a disclaimer. So I did apply to be a blogger for them, but I'm not currently a blogger. So everything I currently have from them, I purchased. And this is where I like to get my blogger accessories. They do have sales though, so where I drop down at, I'm also going to leave the landmark for here. So I'm going to leave the landmark for Sunny's, and I'm going to leave the landmark for Oaks Mall. And where I drop down at over there, where my landmark is like right in front of their little kiosk for when they have sales. Just another disclaimer. Picture props can be a little bit on the expensive side. I don't know why. Like, if you don't catch them on sale, like for instance, this one was on sale for 99 lemons, I think. If you purchase it and it's not on sale. Oh, so she updated the vendor. Oh, okay. So basically, it looks like she just updated all versions of this vendor. So even if you buy it over here and not at the kiosk, it is still on sale, which is cool. A lot of times they do not update their vendors. So if you don't go to whatever location, like if they have like a designated sale area, if you don't buy it from that sales area, it will be full price if you go to like the actual board, like the actual ad board. So I'm just going to show y'all something that's not on sale. Okay, oh, you have to buy the fat pack. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let me go upstairs because she has more stuff upstairs. So that's another thing to be aware of. Picture props are expensive, which is another reason why Sunny's is just overall a great option. And they have way more options available than that. Like they have a teleporter board that you can go to, and they have like different backdrops separated by category. I love that place, honestly. It's a lifesaver, especially because not only is it good for when you're lazy or if you're lacking inspiration, but it's cost effective too because you get the poses, the backdrops, and the props in a lot of their backdrops. Now, if you kind of want to set your own scene, you're more than welcome to. Another thing, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, Sunny's is very, very, very strict about you cleaning up after yourself. Like, if you leave things there, like if you're going to res props there, like I said, you're more than welcome to res your own props regardless. Like, even if you're using the ones in the backdrop, but it's not full enough for you, whatever the case may be, like you want to res your own props, you're more than welcome to do that there. You do have res rights. However, please, please, please make sure, like once you join the group, they will send you note cards and everything explaining their rules. Pretty much the only rule that matters from my experience, I mean, I've never experienced, like I've never broken this rule, but just, you know, firsthand, I do know that if you do not delete your props and everything that you res afterwards, you will be banned from the land. Like, that is strictly enforced. So make sure you guys are doing that. I would hate for y'all to get caught up in that because that would be very unfortunate. So see, this is a prime example of the prices that picture props go for. About, I would say that, oh, this is the see y'all, okay, I'm just, y'all just getting the full, this is uncut. Okay. Alright, so that is the owner of Bellano. I just added her in World. I love her store. Once again, not a blogger for her. I just pay for her stuff. I am looking into becoming a blogger for her though. If she does offer it. Oh, you guys flatter me. Anyways, I'm going to reply to her as soon as this is over. Well, actually, I'm going to do that now. I love her and her store. Okay, brief intermission. But, okay. So, like I was saying, I just kind of want to give you guys an idea of what picture props cost. These are one of the ones that's on sale, so that isn't bad. But I would say picture props range from about 300 lindens to 600 lindens. So they can be expensive. They can definitely be on the expensive side, especially because myself and a couple of other bloggers I've noticed tend to only use props one time. I generally don't reuse props. Like once I've used them for one picture, I don't really use them again. So it's suggested that you either do what I'm trying to do and become a blogger for them. Like I said, not currently one for them, but I do love them and I have bought their products. So it's suggested that you either find a store that offers props that you can blog for, which can be a little bit difficult, or you purchase them when they're on sale. Uh, I would say I always see at least like a good 2 or 3 picture props on the weekend sales. So that's something for you guys to keep in mind. Another thing I highly recommend, and I had to actually learn this for myself, reach out to people. Like if you're going to blog, put yourself out there. Like that's a great way to network and kind of put yourself in position to blog for other stores, because it can happen. It can happen. Ooh, I'm gonna buy these while I'm here, y'all, because you can never have too many picture props. Honestly, there's no such thing as too many picture props. If anyone ever tells you that, they are mistaken. So I'm going to get these. See, I'm just sitting here buying beer. I don't even drink beer. My Abby don't drink beer, but I don't care because you can never have too many. I'll put it in the background at some Memorial Day cookout picture or something. I don't care. We gonna get it. We gonna get it on the poppin'. Like you can never have too many, like I said. Let's see. So networking, like I was saying about networking, a lot of these creators are really sweet. So don't be intimidated. That was my problem. I was intimidated by messaging creators because I kind of just had this idea that they were kind of reclusive and just didn't like to be bothered. And some of them are, don't get me wrong. I have not run across any, but I've heard from others' experiences that they can be, or some of them can be a little bit on the rude side. Like I said, I have not experienced that, but I have heard that from others, not putting any names out there because, we don't throw shade on this channel, period. So, anywho, I just believe in giving people grace. It might have been a bad day for them, etc., etc. Blessings, prayers, sorrows, all that good stuff. I'm so terrible. Anyways, so I believe in giving grace. I'm not gonna put anybody's name out there. I'm not here to bash anybody. So once again, so far, advice I've given y'all: put yourself out there, invest in some picture props, and if you can, become a blogger for a store that offers picture props. Also, like I said, I definitely recommend y'all joining that group at Sunny's and doing that. Another thing, because some more advice I'm going to offer you guys, I'm going to go home because it ain't no point in me just hanging out here loitering around. So another thing, this kind of goes along with the networking, but not really. Not really. I would suggest that you find a group of bloggers, a small group. It doesn't have to be a lot. Just a couple bloggers that you personally like their style and their aesthetic and the way they take pictures. And look into what stores they are blogging for. That will make it a little bit easier for you to kind of basically see what stores would be good for you as far as blogging. I mean, sometimes, of course, you may think that you're a good fit for a store, and then you do end up being rejected. It's a part of the process. It's a part of the process. Being rejected is a part of the blogger process. I've been rejected. It happens. Sometimes your style and your aesthetic just doesn't match whatever the stores may be. So I suggest that you guys find bloggers. It can be me. Of course, I'd be very much flattered if one of them is me. But just find bloggers that you like, that you think that their style matches yours, or you think that their aesthetic matches yours, or the type of vibe that you're going for. Find out what stores they're blogging for, and go on little hunts. Like I go on blogger hunts. Like I literally have days where I go on my favorite bloggers pages and I look and I see what stores they're currently blogging for. Like I check the stores that they have tagged in their pictures, and I personally go to those like I find their Instagram pages and I go to their main stores and I try to see if they have applications open. And that's how I have blocked, like, that's how I've gotten a couple of my stores. I think that might be like all of the stores I've gotten. Just because it used to be, once upon a time, it was easier. Just based off of not necessarily my own experience, but just being on the grid for like the past 2 years. I would say maybe like a year ago, around the time I was inactive, unfortunately, it was easier to become a blogger. Right now, the blogger community is a little bit saturated. Nothing wrong with that. I truly believe that, you know, there's room for everybody in any community, but it is much more saturated than it used to be. So stores aren't really doing blogger searches like they used to. And sometimes stores do like little secret blogger searches, I've noticed. Like, that's another reason why I go and just drop down to their main store and, you know, check their blogo text, or some of them use Alamancy. I'm just, you know, recently becoming acquainted with Alamancy. So I would suggest you guys just look into it. Do your little secret blogger searches, because, or secret, you know, your blogger hunts, because a lot of them do secret blogger searches. Basically meaning that they don't announce that they're doing a blogger search, but they are taking applications. Galena is a perfect example. Galena has not announced that they are doing a blogger search, but I did an application for them and I got accepted within like 12 hours. And I also told Cass about it, and Cass got accepted within 12 hours as well. And I told her within a day or two of me being accepted. So who knows, y'all? They might still be taking bloggers. I definitely suggest that you guys look into just stores that you like and see if they are, taking any bloggers. Also, going back to what I was saying about networking, I have a store hit list. I would recommend that you guys do the same. Sometimes there are stores that you really, really want to blog for, but they're just not taking bloggers at the moment. So I have like a little hit list. I suggest you do as well. Basically, with that hit list, that's where networking comes into play. If you like a store and they're just not taking bloggers at the moment, just reach out to the creator of the store. Say, hey, Pooh, I love your products. Do you have a wait list? Or, do you have any, like, do you have open applications? Because 1990 is on my hit list. 1990 is, currently on my hit list. So is Mona. I actually got the application for Mona because I messaged the creator of Mona, because they don't have a link in their store at all. So I messaged the creator of Mona, and she sent me an application, and like I said, it's been like a day since I sent it in. So hopefully that goes well. And also 1990. So 1990, there are stores that have basically open applications. So 1990 doesn't have any blogger slots available right now, but she's always accepting applications. So at any time of day, night, evening, whatever you want to call it, you can go to 1990 and do an application. It's just that if she doesn't have any slots, it's going to be pending until she has a slot. So there are a couple stores that do that. So that is where the networking comes in. Like, if you see that they don't have any slots available, just reach out and be like, hey, Pooh, I love your store. I would like to know if you have like a wait list, or if you have like if you have open applications for your store, like, do that. I highly suggest it. That is how I got in contact with the owner of Bellanote. I love Bellanote. For those of y'all who are not familiar with Bellanote, I'm just going to give them a shout out in this video. I can drop their landmark. Bellanote is one of my more recent saves. And when I say recent, it's probably been like over the course of the past month or two. So, and these are actually on sale right now. So I did recently post with these pants on. That was like a little blog picture. I don't remember what I was blogging in that picture, honestly, or if I was even, I just do like just basic blogs sometimes. Like, I'm not even necessarily blogging for a store. I'm just doing it because I was just in the mood to take a picture. So I just give y'all a little bit of blogger tease. So yeah, that's pretty much what that is. But yeah, I wasn't vlogging any particular store. I was just pretty much posting because I just felt cute that day and I just wanted to take a picture. So anyways, I blogged these pants. These pants were paid for by me. I actually bought them back when they weren't on sale. So lucky y'all, because y'all get them when they are on sale. And I did just recently purchase these today because I love this. This is so cute. I'm also going to drop the Bella Note landmark in my description box. Once again, I'm not a blogger for them. I have just purchased them. They don't even have bloggers at the moment. I am hoping that they will soon. But yes, I'm going to drop the landmarks. So these are just pretty much, I just kind of wanted to have a talk with y'all. I know my thoughts can be so scattered and chaotic. I think it's the Aquarius in me. I have OCD when it comes to just about everything but these. So like when it comes to videos and stuff, because I just like to talk as if I'm having a regular conversation. And when I have regular conversations with people, my thoughts be a little bit disorganized and chunky and all over the place. I just want it to come across as being authentic, like I'm actually talking to y'all, because I feel like I am. So I know it can be a little bit chaotic when it comes to these videos, but I just wanted to have a discussion with y'all about what it's like to be a blogger. So, please take everything I say with a grain of salt. Like what I said about Backdrop City and everything. Like I said, didn't say anything bad about Backdrop City. But if you like Backdrop City, girl, go over there and take your pictures. Like I'm not telling anybody not to do it. I just personally don't. Like it's not something I would encourage y'all to do just because I don't do it. So I'm not going to tell y'all, oh yeah, y'all can go over there, here's a landmark for Backdrop City and y'all go over there and take pictures. I'm just not the type of person that's going to tell y'all to do it and I don't do it. That's just me. It's not bad to go over there and take your pictures. I used to take my pictures in Backdrop City and I didn't have too many problems. It's just, it's a little crowded over there. That's pretty much my own issue. It's crowded, so sometimes you have to wait. And because it's crowded, sometimes you lag a lot. So just depending on, the PC that you have. But anywho, I am going to be hopefully finishing up the Baddie Bunch Skybox soon. If y'all know any stores at all where I can get really good like podcasty type of furniture and even like a podcasty type of building, because I'm kind of finessing a building right now. If y'all know anything about that, please do not hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram or comment below. My inboxes are always open for y'all. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. And if you have any questions or anything for me, then, comment down below. And that's about it. That is about it. So I'm going to leave a couple landmarks in the description box for y'all. And I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Until next time, Yomi Gang. Bye.